say that like that.
Hey man, hey, I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, okay? I will ooze wherever I like.
This one drink that's not even bad, you won't drink. And I'm confused. I am in anger.
Good for you guys. I don't watch a lot of movies. I go outside. Okay?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Movie Awards Podcast. I am your host, Isaac William Joseph. Right next to me is my best friend, Jordan Van Cleve. This is episode 142 of the Too Many Words Podcast. And also the first time we have recorded a podcast together since March. Correct? And it's the last day of April. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it is 9:26 p.m. on a Wednesday, April 30th. And yeah, we're getting back into the thick of things. Obviously, we're already messing up because we might be a little bit rusty.
Don't reel me into this. That was all you. I do that regularly. That's normal. That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 gorillas versus you, sir.
I'd be dead instantly. It'd only take half of a gorilla.
No, actually, I think about 12 of them would think that you're just one of them.
Okay.
Oh, we got a text from Hope Jakes. Anyways, yes, this is the podcast that you listen to. Let me try to get back into the zone. But yeah, we did a what's it called? A huge backlog for the entire month of April because coincidentally, it was a monstrous month for the both of us for different reasons. We will get into those reasons this episode. This man, Jordan, became a journeyman for a little bit in the month of April. I became a little bit of a director in the month of April, and I'm super happy and excited to talk about what the last 30 days have been for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get right into it. Jordan, you got the word of the week, sir?
I was going to say, you got any announcements?
I mean, I do have announcements, yeah. The movie poster for our short film for Marketplace is officially official. You know what I'm saying? Now, technically, this is not our first movie cover in my directing career. But last year, you know, our short film Peace Walker didn't necessarily get any cover art until it was plastered onto YouTube. So this time around, our short film Marketplace has a really, really cool, legit looking movie poster. It's got blues and really good graphic design and real photography put into it. And of course, a release date for when you can hit the premiere. Premiere is September 18th. Yes, Too Many Burgers 3, the Too Many Burgers live event for Too Many Words Podcast, third annual, remains from last year, a double-header event, being not only just a podcast live show, but also a celebratory event of my short film being released. And, yeah, fancy it up. It's a movie premiere.
Yes, sir.
Well. So, yeah, the movie poster is out and about. You can go on any of our Instagrams. You can go on my Instagram or Scaldstone or Too Many Words. Not Too Many Words. Yeah, that's not a Too Many Words project at all. But it is going to be part of the Too Many Burgers live event, and I'm super happy that we got some cover art on the project because, I don't know, it makes me feel like we're real.
Yeah.
You know? What do you think of the cover?
I think the contrast is too high.
You think it's too high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit. But.
Well, we'll tweak it before we blow it up on posters and stuff, but yeah. We're probably going to print those everywhere and probably put it around town, stuff like that, but we're definitely going to have movie poster size because our friends at Fleur Cinema said we can put it in one of those freaking outdoor window thingies. Yay! Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
it is.
it's gonna like feel real. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's because it is real, baby girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you
Yeah.
feel about me wearing this hat?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, good. You keep looking
The
at it.
badge is shiny. This is the first time I've looked at it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay, whatever. Do you have the? Ooh, they changed it up.
They did.
They got an update. Word
I
of the
guess.
week.
Foible.
Foible. Is it just fable but British?
Foible.
Means weakness. His foible was his love for gambling.
Ah, that's his foible. Jordan's foible is his addiction to Transformers. Correct?
Your petty jokes mean nothing to me.
Good. Good. That's not his foible. That's his strength. Is taking small stabs from his friends. You're really good at that.
Thanks. Sometimes they're big stabs too.
Let's see.
Instagram followers. It's been a month. Did we get one?
Yes, we have gotten Instagram followers, and I'm really excited. Actually, let me get to it. It's gonna be hard trying to get everybody.
Everybody. What?
Yeah, we've had multiple follows in the last 30 days. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. There we go. There's that one. And there's that one. And then there's that one. And then that might be it. Okay. So, yes, we haven't been able to give Instagram shout outs very often anymore just because people don't really follow. You know, everybody who messes with us already follows. And, you know, it's been a while since convention season. You know, that was November. So we haven't had new Instagram followers in a minute. But we do, as of 3 weeks ago, at Quan_Williams followed us on the podcast. The cool thing about Quan is that he is Nina's friend.
Nice.
And he is a pro wrestler
That's cool.
for Black Wrestlers Matter.
Oh yeah, we know them.
We know about Black Wrestlers Matter, and I think that's really sick. And
John West, right? Doesn't he also wrestle for them?
he made the promotion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And a part of me feels like he would love to be on the podcast.
I'm sure.
So, yeah, let's go on to Natasha_Freeman_21. Thank you, Natasha, for following us on Instagram. We love and appreciate you. I don't know where you came from directly, but I'm glad that you found us and you give us support on Instagram. And then lastly, we have Bryce_Studman. You know who that is?
No.
Bryce Stedman. Bryce Stedman is the lead act in my short film Marketplace.
No.
Please, if you have any interest in meeting everybody that was a part of this short film and also having a grandiose time, go to the Too Many Burgers live event. Too Many Burgers 3, extra cheese, baby.
Yeah.
So, that is our Instagram followers, sir.
All right.
So, Jordan?
Hot take.
No. I got it all right here, baby. I know I haven't visited it in a long time, but I got it all right here, baby.
But I got it right here.
Okay. Let's do hot take.
Do I have hot take and get them swapped?
Well, for me, what's next is what did we learn this week? That's always been an earlier segment.
I know that, but I just remember us getting through this early stuff a lot faster. So like everything was early to me, I guess.
Jordan. This is like our first time in a long time, man. All right.
I understand.
I need to get
that-
used to you.
I understand
again.
you felt like it was been a long time. Honestly, it feels like I recorded our last episode yesterday.
That's so weird because we've been recording every single week for over 2 years, and we've never taken a break this big. And it doesn't feel like ages to you?
No.
You've been having too much fun without me.
No, I just think I have a really screwed up concept of time because of my mental issues.
Good. Make it sound like it's your fault because it is. Anyways, what did we learn this week, Jordan?
I learned that if you go during the off season, a lot of national parks will let you in for free.
Really?
Yeah.
It's off-season time for national parks?
Yeah.
What's
Winter.
on-season look like?
When people are there.
Okay. But, like, there isn't really winter from where you went.
I would disagree, but okay. I'd say winter in Colorado, which is where I went.
Oh, yeah. Winter is very much a thing in Colorado. That's true.
Winter is incredibly harsh in Colorado.
Yeah. They're one of those fringe states that I don't really think about their weather. Okay. Something I learned is how to use a slate. A slate is actually better known by the Commonwealth as a clapper, a movie clapper. You know, I learned how to fill it out with the scene and B-roll versus A-roll, and labeling and syncing and Moz and all that stuff. And it felt really good to put my name on a movie clapper.
Yeah.
Like we're doing it, man. We're doing it. My days look like I'm a director because I am. Whew. It's fun. It's very fun.
Wow.
But yeah, I learned how to use a slate, learned how to do the thing. Fun fact, if anybody wants to know how to do it, what you do is you say
I don't think anyone cares. No, I'm just kidding.
the project name and then the scene number and then the take number. So you go Marketplace scene 12 take 3. And the reason why we do the clapper is because it's the same reason why we clap at the beginning of our episodes, in which that we haven't needed to do that in a very long time, but we still clap it because it's fun. And
Actually, the clapping still helps.
Cool. But yeah, the high pitch on the sound wave, super helpful for editors.
But honestly, if we wanted to be most effective, we would want to do the clap like every 36 minutes.
All right, cool. Well, I don't know how many minutes into it we are, but
I only say that because of the camera. Because
of that camera specifically. But hey, man, I just clapped, so we're Gucci. Let's see. Now, do we want to get into fancers?
What's a fancer?
What's a fancer?
Yeah.
Like, what's the fancer?
What's a fancer? What is that?
Fancers is fan answers from our fan base because we ask weekly questions at the end of each episode, in which we answer them in the next corresponding episode.
You're talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
Fancers.
fancers. Do you remember what our fancers
Nope.
question was? I do. It was over a month ago, but I do. Oh, the biggest challenge in this week is just finding the post because it was posted a month ago. So let's take a look. Boom, boom, boom. Man, I'm still into just 2 weeks ago.
Something you inherited from your mother is your need to Facebook post.
I want you to know that I run a business through Facebook. Let's see.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Then why is your Facebook always got so many like actual Facebook posts?
You mean like me being an influencer?
Oh my god! Please stop.
I am making.
Is that what you're trying to do? Do you do this shit on purpose?
I am establishing an audience. Okay.
Oh
I
my
am
god!
trying to be
Patricia, no one gives a fuck if you had a coffee at 7 a.m. this morning.
I am trying to uphold a local reputation of being funny and Christ-centered. Okay?
I'm trying to run a business on Facebook.
I'm trying to brand myself
Oh my god!
because that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you better cough.
Oh my gosh! Hey, look, there's a raccoon.
Take the word influencer
raccoon
with a
over
grain
there.
of salt. But yeah, I kind of like. I love posting on Facebook because people like my content.
Sure,
People enjoy it.
sure.
Anyways, simple question from my friends. Prepared to be proven wrong, Jackwagon.
Sure.
What would our podcast be if it were a drink? Thinking of doing a signature drink somewhere. Parentheses. You ready?
Yeah.
Have you seen these answers yet?
Absolutely not.
Good.
I've actually not seen a single one.
Good. I'm really happy with these answers.
How many do we get? 20?
Minus 2 replies, about 10
Nice.
or 9. So, listen. Abby Warner says, fruit punch. Nostalgic, wholesome, childlike, fun, familiar.
Isaac hates fruit punch.
I really did appreciate why she said fruit punch, but yeah, I do hate fruit punch. That's like the downside to
I'll
that.
never understand why. I love fruit punch. Love fruit punch. Holy cow,
Sherry
love it.
Shank says grape soda. I have no idea where that came from, but that's what popped into my head. Grape soda.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It did.
Oh yeah, that's like Jordan's flavor. That's like his top flavor for him. Shout out to anybody who was at Too Many Burgers 1, but yeah, that was the debate, which was grape flavor or blue raspberry. It was actually a tie out of that public audience, which was impressive.
Both are very good.
Marcellus Willoughby says definitely a nice cold Faygo moon mist. What do you think?
I respect that answer.
I've never tried a moon mist from Faygo.
It's just Mountain Dew.
Really?
Yeah. It's just the Mountain Dew of Faygo.
Okay. Trevor Holder says Rumplemints. I've never had Rumplemints. What's Rumplemints? Jordan, tell me what's going on here.
Imagine if you mix mint extract with alcohol, with vodka specifically.
Well, I can't because I haven't had any of those. Mine is
It's like, imagine you shoved as many lifesavers in your mouth as you could,
okay.
and then drank a really bitter like alcohol, like a really bitter beverage.
Sounds weird like us. I'm down for that. Dustin Dalton says 3-in-1 mixed tea. What 3 though? What 3?
I
Sweet tea.
guess
Lemonade.
Maybe it's lemonade, sugar, and tea. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to follow up with him on that one. James Ward says root beer because it's universally loved. Aww. Aww. Aww.
No, root beer.
Dean Sturtevant says something colorful, delicious, and fruity. We're delicious and fruity. And colorful. Look at us. Look at us. We're colorful.
I got black, red, white, blue.
I got blue, yellow, orange, light blue, dark blue,
White.
orange. And Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. That was this week's Fancers.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah. Thank you for everybody that responded. That was so fun, and nobody said coffee. So,
I guess, yeah, that was the debate, wasn't it?
yes. Yes, it was. Not even a singular fella said coffee.
No. I feel like that would have been, if we added the context of Fleur Cinema and Cafe, you know? I feel like that helps. But I respect all those answers.
Thank you. All right. We can either do the drink review or do the hot take poll.
Whatever you want.
I think it's time to take a break with a good drink review.
Okay. What do we got today, Isaac?
We have something really cool that's been sitting in our mini fridge for over a month.
Well, there's something that's in there that's been in there longer.
Really?
Yeah, the James drink. I don't even know what it is.
Really? Well, we already busted this out. We'll
Yeah,
do the
it's fine.
James drink next week. All right. So, Sprecher. This is definitely not the first time Sprecher has been on this podcast, but damn, do we love Sprecher. They've always hit. They've never missed on this podcast, but this week with Sprecher, they do America's best root beer flavored fire brewed craft soda. But what made us grab this one is because it's not no ordinary root beer by Sprecher. It is a promotional Assassin's Creed Shadows Sprecher. And although, you know, there's mixed reviews on how the game is and how it's doing, I have yet to play it because
James really liked it.
I don't have video game money. Did James already beat it?
Yeah. The last D&D game we had, he went home and bought it and then beat it in the
Dude.
span of like 3 days.
James is living my dream, bro.
Well, he works from home.
I would love to
and,
do that.
Like, he essentially just plays video games in his
Bro.
downtime while he's working.
Assassin's Creed, being a samurai, like I know that Assassin's Creed has its issues. Like a lot of it is just the political side with people not liking what Ubisoft is doing these days. But I am so happy to give any Assassin's Creed video game a try if I had the funds to do it anytime. But yeah, let's see. There's a QR code on the side. This wouldn't be the first QR code we scanned on the podcast. You want to scan this?
It's for free stuff. I don't want to scan it.
Okay. Unlock
Like
here
free
and
in-game
claim a
stuff,
free
that is.
in-game item. Well, we don't have the game, I guess.
I want to give these to James.
Yeah, we'll give these cans to James and see what happens. But let's crack this baby open. You're smart.
Very rich smell.
Is it?
Like deep.
Oh, that's
Smells
just how
deep.
root beer is, you know?
I know, but like, I
That's-
mean, it smells dark and smoky.
That's what made me like not like root beer
root
as a
beer.
child. It was just like super strong of something I couldn't even describe, and I didn't really like root
Sarsaparilla.
beer until I got older.
sarsaparilla.
Really?
Yep.
What is sarsaparilla?
That is the root in root beer.
Makes sense. Okay.
That is really good.
Well, an immediate thought is that it's really smooth, actually. Made with natural honey, by the way. I've always loved Sprecher. And even though I would put root beer on the Isaac liking list on the lesser tier of flavors, this is actually a really good root beer for where root beers stand with me. What do you think?
It's got that really authentic, like real root beer flavor to it, and I like that a lot. Like those root beer candies. Oh,
What makes me happy is that this is not an energy drink, and I will definitely finish this tonight.
there's no caffeine.
That's dope. I don't even have to wake up in the morning
Fun fact: no root beer contains caffeine.
tomorrow.
It's a thing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I remember growing up, and we were at grandma's all the time. There was only 2 sodas she would let us drink, and I think you know exactly which 2.
Root beer and fruit punch.
No.
Root beer and
Come on.
yeah,
Sprite.
Sprite. Really?
Yeah, root beer and Sprite. Sprite, for me, that was like the first thing I learned about soda. Oh, Sprite. This is the caffeine-free one. Let's get it. I had no complaints. I definitely drink the Sprites
This
way
is
faster than the
really
root
good
beers,
root
though.
beer.
This is actually, it is amazing root beer. Where root beers stand with me, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. For where overall drink experience stands with me, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
This is a 9 out of 10 for me. Like
This is
just
an amazing
9 out
root
of 10.
beer. This is an amazing root beer. So an accumulative 8.5 total score from the Too Many Words podcast.
Don't drink all yours.
Why?
I want to have Simon try it.
Don't drink all yours.
He won't drink from me. He thinks I'm sick.
I'll go have Sime try it right
Just
now.
Have him sip it. He just needs a sip.
Okay, Jordan. You know what I'm going to say?
No, I don't.
Oh, really? Jordan, say something funny.
Oh. Wow. So, sarsaparilla is a root along with ginseng and ginger and horseradish and wasabi and I think there's a couple other ones that are in that family too. But they're like all in the same sort of, I think, genus or something like that. Yeah. They're also featured. There's a soda or beverage thing called Sunset Sarsaparilla, featured in Fallout New Vegas, and yeah.
Isn't Jordan like a huge freaking nerd, bro? I love it. Like, you just look at him and you just know he knows a lot about food. You know? What? What?
I'm gonna quote Isaac. You're on a hot streak.
I say that to him whenever he's like had a couple consecutive days of pissing me off, but it's all good because we still love each other. He gives it an 8 out of 10.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know, mental math, 8.3 out of 10?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, that has been the Get Your Lips Wet drink review segment.
It's like caramel.
It's really nice. So yeah, don't mind us.
I might tell Charlie.
we're probably
Charlie is a root beer guy. Like, that's his number one thing. Is root beer.
That's his grape flavor.
Yeah.
All right,
So I'm gonna have to
know.
have him try this at some point.
good to know. All right, let's see. Yeah, don't mind if we're taking some more sippies throughout the episode of these. These
Mine's
were
gone.
really excellent. Part of me still hopes that they still have them at Quick Star,
I'm sure they do.
because that was actually really nice. Sprecher has never failed us, ever.
All right, hot take.
Yes,
I think
hot
this
take
is-
time.
I think this is very funny, for numerous reasons that I will not elaborate.
Okay.
Ice cream is overrated.
Oh, you suck.
This was a random poll, dude. Dude.
You could have said nothing and just read it, but now I know what you mean when you say that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And for that, I answer, no, I love ice cream.
I do love ice cream too. Here's the thing. I have always stated that I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but like
Ice cream?
something I've noticed is that when I do want something sweet, I'm going for ice cream. I'm going for that. What is it? A pint?
Yeah.
The little things?
Yeah.
I'm going for a pint of ice cream. Doesn't matter what brand it is either. And that just shows how much ice cream I have for my palate, bro. Ice cream is probably my guilty pleasure, to be honest.
Ice cream is awesome.
Yeah, ice cream is great. Like, it would be interesting to, like, you'd have to be lactose intolerant to find someone that doesn't like ice cream. You know? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way out. So, no, ice cream is not overrated. It's an amazing thing. I was like down on ice cream for a short while when I just found out it was frozen cream.
That's
And he's like,
Yeah.
that's in the name. But like, I just couldn't get around it. Like, it was so obvious, you know, right under my nose my entire 25 years of life. But like, when I found that out, I was just like,
it's frozen cream mixed with sugar. Excuse me, mixed with sugar and your favorite toppings and additives like cookie, Oreo, or whatever.
I just thought they did something cool with milk or something.
Would
But
that
I
have
guess
made it
that's
better?
the same. I guess that's the same thing. Yeah, it would have, actually, in my mental state. It would have.
What?
I'm a milk guy.
Milk is cream.
Oh, I'm just paused the movie. He's about to go take a shower. Ooh.
I want to say thank you very much, Jordan. I haven't seen that movie.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Syme just. Wait, did you finish?
Yeah.
Nice. You were right.
I completely consumed the whole movie.
Syme just finished Transformers 1 right before getting ready for work. Yay.
And we'll talk about why here in a minute
Okay, sure.
on SideQuest.
The podcast did review the movie Transformers 1 back when it was a newer movie in the theaters. When did that come out? Not the episode, but when did it come out in theaters?
I have no idea.
Some probably
I give it a 90 out of 100.
90 out of 100. All right. Syme gives that movie a 90 out of 100.
That's pretty damn high.
That is pretty
Holy
high.
shit.
Syme doesn't know that we really, really dissect movies. He's just like 90. He must really do like
It
it.
was better than that one weird artsy film that you took us to.
The French one,
Yeah. The one that I was very confused and I gave it a 1.
The Beast.
Yes.
Was that the one?
Yes.
Yeah, that was probably the movie that really split us up the most this
Yes.
entire time we've done the podcast, because I thought it was pretty mid. You thought it was awful. You thought it was magnificent.
I didn't say magnificent.
Bro, you gave it a magnificent score.
I think
All
it was
right?
like 70s.
Isaac gave it like a mid tier, and then I'm just like 1. And then I'm, just,
I enjoyed the movie. It was good.
I'm like, I sure as hell can. He's like, how does that work, Andrew? How do you do 1? I'm like, fine. Do you want to be a critic about it? Fine. 0.1
Oh,
for
man.
each category.
It's wonderful.
1.
Okay. Anyways, but yeah, our movie review of Transformers 1 is in our Too Many Words podcast catalog. If you want to give that a cool check out.
It's there somewhere. You can find it.
Yeah. Last summer, right?
Excuse me. I think so.
Yeah. I think I was single. So, like, yeah, last summer.
Yeah.
Still single, by the way.
That's okay.
It is okay. Just not trying to confuse anybody.
Fortunately, I still love you.
Okay. Kill me now. So, let's do side quests. What kind of side quests are we hitting without having to mention your trip?
I. Sorry.
You good? Oh boy. I cannot wait for you to be done dying. You want some muscle relaxers?
I think I'm good for the moment. Okay. Anyways, Jordan got a new TV. Jordan got a new TV, and I put it up, and it was pretty cool. It took a long time. I also was gifted a new sound system by my best friend Charlie, my other best friend, because I got multiple of those. This guy's one of them.
Really?
What?
Nothing. Okay.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay. And I installed the surround sound system. It's got front camera or front speaker, subwoofer, and back speakers, and is really cool. So I put on a movie to test it out, but on Transformers 1, and then Syme got really invested into the movie for some reason. Like, I put it on, I think, while he was on his phone, and then he put his phone down and just didn't stop watching it. It was really, really, really wholesome for me.
Nice.
But yeah, that was fun. And then I also I took a trip. Yeah, the reason why I was gifted the sound system was because I took a trip to Wisconsin. That was yeah, to go visit Charlie. It was cool. Spent a few days up there with him and the family. It was good to see them. Love them always. Yeah, those are my side quests.
Okay, I need everybody to listen here and listen now, okay? I've never had a friend just gift me a surround sound system. If you're my friend and you're watching this and you heard that dude say that,
I've probably given Charlie more things.
I just want to
that,
put it
like,
out there
More
that
expensive things than that.
I hope I have friends like that. And if you got surround sound money and a heart
It's
for
only
me,
the Roku one. That's only like $40, I think.
I'm just saying.
I think.
My friends with surround sound money. Just putting it out there. Anyways, side quest for me. We can start finally calculating the international Isaac debt numbers.
What?
Well, I finally found. Okay, so like, obviously, my what is it? My FedEx delivery job. What was that? What it was? Or
Yeah, I think
UPS
so.
delivery
I
job.
think it was UPS, yeah.
Okay. My UPS delivery job didn't work out so well, as I've probably mentioned on the podcast previously. And I was expecting myself to, have that be the job that would get me out of debt this year. But it's not, because it was whack and inconsistent. But now this time, listeners of the pod, I've been looking for like a real awesome career level occupation, right? Like, we're not taking our eye off the ball, okay? I'm going to be a world-renowned
Don't sell that one
director
anymore.
and filmmaker and writer and all the things, right? I'm going to achieve my dreams. But for over a year, easily over a year, I've been looking for a career level job with career level income. And I think I'm finally diving into that. It's an absolute blessing. And
Yeah, he's an exhibitor at cons.
I'm a convention exhibitor. That's what we're going to call it. But yeah, I've been wanting, because it's now May. I've been wanting to like just do this big ol' Isaac debt counter, and every single week we just talk about how much debt I have left, and by the end of the year it should be 0. And I found a job where I think that's very plausible, so plausible that like it could hit 0 before December. Hell, it could hit 0 before November. Like, this is really exciting times. This is really going to take care of me. Sure, I might have less time to make movies or other projects as often as I have been.
Getting out of debt's a big
But like,
project,
yeah,
though.
the absolute freedom that will come with no debt, the absolute freedom that will come with being able to finance conventions, movies, podcasting, the sort, the absolute freedom that comes with being able to help out friends. There's going to be so much good when Scaldstone is finally being ran by a guy that has his finances in order, and so I'm just so excited, and this is an exciting new chapter for not just me, but not just Jordan, but our whole Scaldstone team and our Scaldstone audience, because when we start making money and when we start having money and actually having funds to do cool stuff,
upgraded camera.
our
upgraded
listeners
lights.
are going to reap the benefits. Better visuals on the podcast. Better cool stuff that you can get at the booths.
Yeah.
All right? Cool purchasables that you can get at the booths.
Yeah.
Maybe cool extravagant things that you can do at the live events.
Yeah.
It's going to be
At
awesome.
a wrestling show, what's going to happen?
Yeah, dude, that just like became so much more plausible by Too Many Burgers 5. It really did. Like it really, really did. Because like the budget for that was going to be 10 grand, and that might be way way reasonable at this point.
Yeah.
So oh my god, sorry. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Another side quest of mine is, of course, this short film that I've been making all month while this guy's been out of the house.
I have not slept in this house since what was it? April
7th, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a dork. Really, really using that podcast RV
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hasn't done a single podcast in it.
I've grown to really like living in it, actually. Like really, really.
Oh
like living
snap! Jordan's gonna be one of those van guys, and he travels the country.
I don't know about traveling the country, but there might be a time where I live in an RV. That
Hey.
definitely could happen.
Hey, you want to know something?
What?
My new job. It's got a strong location in Davenport,
Yeah.
and I could move to Davenport and not have to change jobs.
Nice.
Wouldn't that be
I
something?
don't know why you'd want to do that though. That's actually
We've talked
insane.
about living in
Yeah,
Davenport.
I know.
Like, literally, like, I know you won't follow me to Georgia because you're a cuck or something, but, like, he did not say no exactly when I was like, hey, man, what do you think if we just migrate the podcast to Davenport, Iowa?
I've already got life plans now, so like I'm not
plans now.
moving anywhere except for back to Dallas Center.
Yeah, that's true. He's got an inheritance loading.
I don't know about an inheritance, but like
He's also loading a clip so it can come faster. Right?
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see. What's the next segment? Is that all the side quests?
Yeah.
Let's see. There's got to be other stuff,
Did
right?
you do anything else while I was gone?
I mean, I didn't say anything about the movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Making the movie.
Marketplace.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. You
Yeah.
know, he's been trying to make this movie for what, like a year and a half, 2 years?
The original thought was over 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How like you have attempted this movie numerous times,
Yep.
and now it's finally like happening.
Yeah.
It's got to be like kind of rewarding for you, like really like wow.
I when I first started putting the project together legitimately this time around, I just saw it as like a redemption tour,
Yeah.
you know.
You're putting a lot more effort into this one than you did Peace Walker, admittedly, but
Whoa.
I say that because you're also writing it, directing it, casting for it. You've done just about everything for this movie. There was definitely things that you didn't do for Peace Walker, like, writing.
Well, there was a whole backstory to who the hell was going to write Peace Walker, and it turns out it was a little bit of everybody, but we ultimately went in a different direction. But yeah, I feel like if nothing else, Marketplace was just organized more.
Yeah.
And
He's got storyboards over there. We should look at them.
right now,
Just show one off or two.
it's all right. We're going to put it into silent auction.
Okay.
The storyboard, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's funny. I've made all these amazing art pieces going to high school, but the first thing I'll probably ever make money off of my art skills for is this crappy scribbles of a freaking storyboard. But yeah, Bryce Stedman, the lead act for the short film Marketplace. This is about the time that you should probably tune into the podcast, because dude has been wanting to listen to the podcast because he wants to hear what I've been having to say about the movie. And I'm like, well, I haven't made a freaking episode of the podcast since March, so little to none about the movie has been said on the podcast. But anyways, Dude, this has been like one of the best experiences of my life putting a movie together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so tell me right now, what all do you know from your perspective of this short film?
In what context?
In both the context of the story and also the context of how it's going on the production side.
Spoil anyone?
Okay, don't tell the blatant story, but like, okay, from your perspective, looking from afar, what's your take on how production's going?
I mean, like you said, it's more organized.
Yeah.
That's all I know because I haven't been here.
Yeah.
I can't really give an input on something I haven't seen, dog.
I guess that's true, yeah. Anyways, it's just been really special because, like, in my 100% honest opinion, I wish all of my actors had the same attitude as Bryce.
Nice.
Like, I wish every single one of them did. Like, you also have your standouts who are also great to work with, like Hope and Bailey, you know. And, you know, not disrespecting anybody that I'm not naming right now, but, like, Bryce is so down for anything. Oh, I'm going to get slapped for real in this shot? All right, let's do it. Oh, we got to do this? All right, let's do it. Oh, we're going to shoot for 10 hours? All right, let's do it. Oh, you want me to take off my socks? Sure. And he's so smart. He's like, hey, is this going to affect continuity? Like, he's got a really good memory, and he's thinking not just things from the acting side of things, because he's not an actor first, but he's also looking at things from the production side of things. Alvaro. That's how I found him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's like Alvaro's sidekick.
Nice.
Yeah, he's fun.
He seems to be doing a dang good job as an actor, so.
He is.
From what you told me, yeah.
And what's
maybe he's got a future in it.
What's so great is that, like, if anybody wants to have a career in acting, listen to this, okay? One of my favorite things about Bryce is not that he's good at acting, okay? It's because he will take literally any change of direction that I give him, and he won't take it personally. Oh, well, what, that wasn't good? Like, I've never heard him say that.
Okay.
He's never copped an attitude with me. He's just been like, okay, yeah, I can do that. And also, there's been times where I have to tell him, like, in 3 different times, hey, I know you're trying, but this is not working. Let's try a little bit more on that one. And he never gets frustrated with me. He never cops an attitude. He's really, really good at just taking direction. He keeps telling me, it's your vision, bro. I'm just trying to help you bring it to life. And I'm like, maybe it helps that he also wants to be a director and on the projection side of things. So he has that empathy. He has that, you know, in your shoes perspective. But, like, oh my gosh, for me to eat so much dirt trying to cast the male lead to begin with, he's literally the 5th guy that's been up for grabs for this position. Because you got the first guy. I'm not naming any of these guys, so it's going to sound like I'm just counting. But you got the first guy, and then you got the second guy who had to move away, and then you got the third guy that got deported. And then you got the 4th guy that was, like, kind of interested but didn't really text me.
Wait, hang on. Back up.
What?
What was the third guy?
The third guy got deported.
Huh?
He was in the military.
Got sent home.
Oh.
He no longer here. He went back to wherever
He said
came from.
it's not deported. It's
Oh, I heard deported.
that's what he said. It's not what he meant though.
Oh, he got deployed.
Deployed. There you go.
Sorry.
That is totally
I know. Similar word, very big difference. Anyways, third guy got deployed. 4th guy didn't really answer my texts.
Deported.
And so Bryce being literally the 5th guy for this lead,
I'm confused on who the second one was. Now.
I feel like it's just God blessing me with a guy that's super easy to work with just because of all the dirt that I went through with the first 4. And also, you know, there have been serious attempts at doing it in the past, and you know, there's been other issues other than who the heck was going to be the lead to the movie. You know, there was production side of things, production value, knowledge, resources, all this stuff. You know, I originally shot a scene on my phone.
Twice.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Both in my bed.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of stuff has come full circle, but a lot of stuff has been like God takes what my original plan was, which was so much less than what has ultimately come out. And it's been so awesome. I'm so thankful for not just Bryce, but Alvaro for being a really good sport, because it's quite obvious that he does not like acting, but he'll do it. He's got the same attitude as me, but he'll do it, and he's so great with that. And then, you know, you got the 2 awesome gals. I call them light mode and dark mode.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Will you put the lens cover on the camera?
Why?
Because Simon's going to be walking through here.
Oh, I'm just gonna take my blanket and cover myself.
Okay.
All right.
Never mind then.
Yeah, good, because that would have been extra. So, I call them light mode and dark mode because they're both so sweet. They're both so special. They're both so kind and great and just all the good things. But aesthetically, they're like complete opposites. You got the blonde gal that wears pink in Bailey. And then you got the gal that you don't even know what her natural hair color is because she colors it all the time. And she's Hope. That's Hope. And she's, you know, got this dark vibe going and stuff like that. And she's so great as well. But, you know, big props to literally everybody involved, you know. I got a lot of other first-time actors that I've worked with now. There's Aspen and Grace and Amelia and Lyra and Maddie doing voice acting and just all the great
Voice
stuff.
acting?
Yeah, voice acting.
For what?
A phone call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like, I'll tell you what, Matthew and Maxwell, those are my 2 dudes. Those are my 2 dudes. And the reason why they're my 2 dudes is because without them, I wouldn't have made nothing. My what's it called? My collection of films.
Catalog? Repertoire?
No, like a discography, but for movies.
Movography?
Whatever. I would have done 0 movie projects to this day without Matthew and Maxwell. They are probably the most important cogs in this machine that help me make movies, and I love them so much. But, you know, we've had so much fun. It doesn't even feel like work most of the time. But yeah, when you have a crew of people just helping, 100% volunteer work as well, it's special.
Good job, Simon.
Like,
You win.
this is a crew of people.
Some, Drug Vader music on there.
No, don't do that.
This is
Copyright.
This is a crew of people that just want to create, just like me, and we've somehow found each other. And
The one I just got in the ring.
do you guys want to start your own fucking podcast or what?
It was in the bedroom still.
Where?
I put it on your head.
Go grab it. No, the new one I just got today.
Yeah, I put it on your head.
No, you did not. You put the other one on my head. It's not blue. It's like brown.
Yeah, I know.
Orange.
All right. Anyways, let's see. I got nothing else. What do you want?
I love everyone. Every single one of you. Thank you for watching, even though sometimes it's a shit show.
Thank you. Notes from Sime.
You can't disagree. Sometimes things go awry.
Sometimes things do go awry.
But we do work good under pressure and seem to just
Yeah.
magically make it work.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm usually okay with things going awry when it's, out of our control. But it seems like we're ducting the awry, but it's all right. Going back into it, though, directing just makes me feel great. I don't know if I have like this sick addiction to just telling people what to do.
Think it's something.
But it's been really special, and I can tell you listening right now, you watching right now, that whether or not you saw last year's short film, bar none, on all levels, every single level, this is a better short film. This is more quality, more production value, more fun, more coherent, more understanding, more better writing, in my opinion. And just, we're having a grand old time. And so, let's see. I don't really have much else to talk about the movie, but
Right there. See,
um
underneath that black thing.
oh, yes, sir. All right, we finally secured a hat. Wonderful. That's all I have to say about the short film. Your thoughts?
I think it's going to be great.
Thank you. You gonna be there?
And when is it?
September 18th.
I mean,
I can be there.
you're in it, so
Am I in it?
you're not in the short film, but you're in the live show that precedes it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Bells on.
Cool.
Oh, I gotta buy a fucking shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, the short film was a great movie. I recommend watch it. Yep.
Yeah. Tune in September 18th at
It was
Select
great.
Theaters.
I love seeing it already.
We're gonna try to get it at not just Fleur, but the following weekend we're gonna try to get it at the Varsity.
I don't know what that is, but sure, yeah,
The
okay.
Varsity is a independent theater in Ankeny.
Nice.
So, moving on to the meat and potatoes of this podcast episode. Jordan, take it away. Your trip.
Where did I go? I forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, this has been an episode of the Too Many Words podcast. Episode
Okay.
141.
I went to Colorado, specifically around the area, the Durango area. But let's see, we went to. It's called Cortez, Colorado, and then Aztec, New Mexico.
Okay.
So we drove there in the RV from Dallas Center. It took 3 days, which was great. Love that, First day we had no sights. It was nothing but driving. But we did stop at some spots along the way because there were some spots I wanted to visit. My grandparents, apparently, every time they go, they don't go anywhere. They go straight to where they're going, and that's it.
I hate those types of trips.
Like, why? I mean, granted, most of the time they were going, it was for a specific reason, i.e. a funeral or, whatever.
There needs to
but-
be more just cuz trips,
Yeah. So I'm glad I took them on this. It was pretty great.
Like trips where it's literally just errands is the worst, man. Like I'll always compare it to when I was in high school. and I was in show choir. And we went to a high school in Minnesota for a show choir competition. And I didn't travel much at the time. Almost not at all, right? This was like maybe my first or second time in Minnesota. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. We're going to see Minnesota. No, I just saw a high school.
Yeah.
I saw the inside of a high
Look
school.
outside the window.
And that's pretty much it.
You know, this is a bus ride, right?
Yeah,
Look outside the window.
I guess so.
You saw Minnesota.
Yeah, but like at the time, it's like there was nothing like I would know would be cool to see in Minnesota. You know,
See Minnesota.
just see Minnesota. It's all right. I can look up a skyline online, but it's whatever.
That's not the same. Experiencing it in person is way different. It really is.
You're right. I saw the skyline to GTA 5. You're so right.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, keep going.
Okay. So first day, we drove until we got to this Love's Truck stop that was right outside of Denver. So online, Love's Truck stops say that they can offer RV hookups. This one did not. Unfortunately, they weren't specific sometimes. But there are Love's Truck stops that do have full-on RV hookups for plumbing and electricity, which is cool. But we ended up stopping at a hotel because we found this hotel that was right next to the Love's Truck stop actually did have a hookup, and they let us hook up to it for free, even though Grandma and Grandpa ended up getting a hotel room there. Those two and Miracle ended up sleeping in the hotel room, which is fine. More space for me and my mom.
Yeah.
Second day.
You're doing this day by day?
Yeah, it's the meat and potatoes.
Well, I'm going to get ready for bed. Ugh. You do your thing while you talk for the next
This is
11
awful
hours.
podcasting.
You know what was awful podcasting?
What?
Having a conversation with a guy without a mic.
What do you mean? Who's that?
Keep going.
I don't want it anymore.
I'm kidding, Jordan, but I'm getting more water. Would you like some?
No, that's fine. So yeah, second day we excuse me. We drove for a bit. We got up to Red Rock Amphitheater. That was the first big stop, and a stop that was on my personal bucket list. It's one of the few places I wanted to visit before I died. And I did it. Oh, excuse me. I did it. Me and Grandpa walked all the way to the top, which is crazy because it's like literally the top of a mountain. It was awesome. It really was amazing and beautiful. Let's see. And then we went to the Garden of the Gods, specifically this spot called Gateway Rock, I think, or something like that. Not entirely sure. But that's like this giant rock slab that's like sticking straight up. It looks really cool. Very red and orange. Thought that was really neat. Me, Mom, Miracle, and Grandpa walked through that. Grandma did a lot of sitting. She did a lot of sitting this entire trip. Let's see. Then we stopped.
On your grandma?
Yeah.
Grandma did a lot of stuff.
Then we stopped at Pueblo.
You should ground him for that.
Pueblo, Colorado. Which they had like this nice little river that was going through with some pretty trees, and Grandma came for that one because it was nice, very slow. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, and then we did some driving to get to what's that called? We were initially gonna do the gorge, something gorge. I don't remember what it's called, but it has this big bridge that goes across it that you can go on. I did not do that because that was exactly where we had to end for the night. We could have done it in the morning. Didn't feel like it. We did stop at this really cool rock shop though in the morning. But yeah, we stopped at. I'm getting ahead of myself. We stopped at an RV park. You gotta hold it. There you go. We stopped at an RV park right there by the gorge.
Dumbest.
And it was a really cool RV park. It was really nice. They had a lot of really good amenities. Only problem is it was $90 a night, so that was not great for something that you just pull up and park at. You know, it's crazy. Anyways, then we went to this rock shop, which was really, really cool. I liked that a lot. Grandpa loved it a lot. Miracle loved it a lot. It was all just great. Excuse me. And then we were all just kind of eager to get to where we were going. So we did. We didn't have any stops from there until Aztec, New Mexico, where Laura Lou lives. So we went straight there. Met Laura Lou and Robbie at the gas station. Mom and Miracle went with Robbie. Me, Grandma, and Grandpa stayed at Laura Lou's for the night. Grandma ended up staying the entire time at Laura Lou's, sadly. I was pretty upset about that, but it's fine. But in the morning after that, me and Grandpa went off to Robbie's house. And, yeah. And then when Robbie got home, we went off to Utah. What was it? Moab, Utah, which is a pretty famous place. So I think the biggest thing there is like Arches National Park. It's right outside of Moab, Utah, and the what was it? Hang on. The petroglyphs. I think petroglyphs, which are like these ancient wall carvings made by Native Americans hundreds of years ago. Let's see. Yeah, like there's one. You can see some carvings up there. So it's
that looks like a reflection of water.
So it's like, I don't know, probably 30 feet up in the air, because apparently it used to be a lot higher there, but they dug it out when they made the highway that goes through that. It goes right along the Grand Canyon, right on the very, very end of the Grand Canyon, apparently. The Colorado River. So that was pretty cool. And then we did Arches. Grandpa, he got crazy and just kept going up this mountain arch. Like, he just kept going. It was crazy. He made me really scared, actually. Was worried about how he was going to get down. But he did it. And then we ended that night off with stopping at the Jeep presentation booth, because there was a little thing going on called Jeep Grand Safari, which is a incredibly popular, I guess, I don't know, really famous thing for Jeep enthusiasts and off-road vehicle enthusiasts. People from all over the world will come to this and just take their Jeeps. Why? And then go all around in the desert and all the rock climbing and do a bunch of that stuff. Put those Jeeps' performance to the test and stuff.
Jeeps.
It is called Jeep Grand Safari, but there's a lot of people out there that do like excuse me, Broncos. There was a lot of Toyotas, actually, like a lot of Toyotas.
Well, yeah, because it's the best car brand.
It is statistically the safest car brand and the longest lasting. Yep. That does not make it the best.
For a car's purpose, it's the best.
I disagree. I don't like Toyota.
Yeah, it's because you're racist and hate Japan.
Yep. That's definitely why.
Yep.
Definitely why. And then we went home. It was dark, really dark, and we went home and we went to sleep. And then we went to Mesa Verde the day after that, which is a very famous national park as well. It's got the houses and the cliffs,
What's the greatest car brand in the world, Jordan? He's gonna say something
I
American.
was gonna say Bugatti or Koenigsegg.
Oh, never mind.
Well, maybe even McLaren too. Probably one of those three.
You could see where this guy takes the
Um,
measuring tape for car brands. He
All
wants to go
vehicles that held
fast.
the world record for fastest production vehicle. Like that is that's a feat. You have to have insane engineers, like insanely good engineers, and really good dedicated teams to pull off something like that. And that's why I say they're the best.
How long do they last?
Well, Bugatti had it for like 8 years. It was a really long time.
Had what?
The fastest land
That's
speed.
not what I'm asking.
Oh, the cars? I mean, no one knows. No one drives them very much.
No one drives them very much. Good to know.
Okay.
Let's continue with your story, bub.
You gonna keep being rude?
Oh, no. I'm just making this a conversation.
Okay.
You know, I'm doing...
Taking it off topic?
I'm being the person...
Taking it off topic?
I'm being the
Taking it off
person that I
topic? Oh,
wish
yeah,
you
yeah.
were when I was talking about my short film. You know? But, like, you had to talk to a guy that was talking off camera.
Because he wanted his hat.
And people were only hearing one side of the conversation. And, you know, all this stuff.
And
And
your problem is?
why is there two people on a podcast?
I don't know.
So we could take turns making speeches to the audience?
I guess, yeah.
No.
Okay.
You're my best friend.
Well, don't forget, we're also real people living in a lived-in house, recording a podcast in a lived-in house, and the dude needed something. So I was going to help him, okay?
Okay.
I wasn't going to tell him to fuck off, okay?
Well, there is also a thing where he was like, you know, he should probably know better.
He needed help.
Did he?
Yeah.
He was on the couch.
Well, he didn't know that.
He could have just...
He didn't want to cross the camera again.
It's behind the camera.
He didn't know it was there again.
Yeah.
He told me to help him look for it in the bedroom. So, you know,
It's whatever. I'll get over it.
like, you should be thanking him.
For what?
Well, A, not getting in front of the camera, blocking the view, and B, not, like, trying to get us canceled.
You were having us put a camera lens back on.
Yeah. You know why?
Jordan.
Because he was wearing his work
Jordan.
uniform.
Jordan.
Something we got in trouble for.
We're a podcast first, right?
Yes.
Cool. I would not have mattered if he crossed the freaking scope
I'm just saying.
if we just keep talking together. All right?
You're making a bigger deal than it is.
I'll get over it.
I guess.
Continue your story, sir.
I guess. Anyways, we did Mesa Verde, which we had some of the best, probably the best pictures I've taken the entire trip. It was pretty cool. Lots of mountain views and stuff. But we did that, and then we went home. We back to where excuse me, where we were staying at. And, you know, that was pretty much all we did that day. And then the day after that, Robbie, Laura Lou, and Grandma Robbie took us, but we all went up to this place called Ouray, where there's a natural hot springs that was turned into a pool. It's got nice hot water. It is really cool.
What's hot spring feel like?
Hot. Like, the water felt a little bit more, I guess, minerally, like a little bit more rocky. I don't know how I can... That doesn't really make sense, but, like, it felt different, I guess, a little bit. Like, physically.
Like
but,
you put protein powder in the water?
No, not like that.
No?
No. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. Like, almost kind of gritty, I guess, but, like, not
Like you
gritty.
put protein powder in the water.
No, because that would make it mushy. I'm talking about like, oh. You know how when you get like water on glass, and then you put your finger on it and it goes, but like that feels like a very specific way. It kind of felt like that. What?
I'm picturing you walking through the water, and anytime you make a move, it's just.
But yeah, that was cool. That was a long drive. But yeah, Grandma made it up for that one. That was one Laura Lou really wanted us to do together, so we did. We saw this really cool waterfall, lots of waterfalls actually, and a lot of old abandoned mines. That was neat. Let's see. Then we went home in the dark again, and then we went to. Well, I guess we also had dinner at Applebee's. Do not ask me how much the total for the table ended up coming out to be, because it was a lot.
How much did the total come up?
I said don't. It was like $180.
That's not bad. How many people were there?
7.
That's not bad at all. You each got something that was $20 to $30 on a night out during a vacation. Whoop.
I guess. I don't know. That seems like a lot to me. Anyways, the next day we went to Four Corners. Everyone knows Four Corners. Everyone
What's
loves
Four Corners?
I just said everyone knows Four Corners, man.
Well, that's just simply not true. What's Four Corners? Oh, the freaking homeowner
It's
of
where
this building we're in doesn't know what Four Corners is.
It's where
Crazy.
the borders of the 4 states of Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado meet.
Yeah. To where it makes a cross in the border lines. And yeah, he was right there.
Yeah.
Journeyman, as we say.
Visited all 4 states in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, that's cool.
I did walk around the entire thing. But yeah, then we went back home again, and then we slept, and then we actually left.
What day are you on?
It was the last day, I guess.
Oh, nice. That went a lot faster than I thought.
Of course it did. You always think it's gonna take a million years, but it never does.
Jordan.
You're just impatient as shit.
Jordan, me saying getting ready for bed whilst my bed is covered in crap, it's a joke.
I don't appreciate
me
that
saying
joke.
that this is going to take the next 11 hours, that is hopefully a joke.
I don't appreciate those jokes.
Okay.
I don't like them. They're not funny.
All right.
Anyways, we went and started heading home. And then we were driving, and the RV had its first breakdown. Unfortunately.
Oh,
Yes.
What was it crying about?
Coolant. The heater core. Something's wrong with it. Still don't know what it is. I ended up stopping for the night, going and getting it. Excuse me.
Fixed.
Another hotel room.
Oh.
And I just had to think for a bit. Okay, I just had to think. So thankfully we were in apparently an area that gets a lot of RV traffic, because there was a lot of RV repair shops. So I just took it to a repair shop, and they were able to bypass the heater core. They weren't able to fix it, unfortunately. But the bypass, it got us home. There was a couple problems because, without the heater core, we have no heat. So the window kept fogging up because it was raining.
Well, we've slept in there without heat.
No, I had the propane heat still, but you can't use that while you're running. While you're driving, I mean.
Yeah.
We
had the heat on for Twin Cities Con?
Only one day.
Because I remember being cold.
I mean, I could have turned it up.
I definitely remember being cold.
Yeah. Like, we were
It wasn't
cold.
a problem for me. It was definitely a problem for Mason.
Yes, it was. That's why I turned it on. Because Mason was bitching. But anyways, the windows kept fogging up. while we were driving, and that was a problem. But you know, we made it home. We ended up driving for like I think 12 hours straight. I don't remember. I think Grandpa drove most of it. He did take a break. No, because I drove from... No, that was the previous day. Anyways, Grandpa did drive for most of it. He drove us home. He got us home. It was 5 a.m. when we got home. I was tired. Everyone was tired. I actually wanted to stop somewhere for the night, but no one else wanted to, so we did not do that. But we got home, and yeah. Then I was home doing back here doing a bunch of stuff. A bunch of random stuff. Don't really remember what, because this entire month has been a blur. Then I went back up to Wisconsin, like I said.
That's my favorite Transformer.
Blur? Surprised you even... What?
Wisconsin.
Okay. Went to Wisconsin. You know, had some fun with my buddy Charlie. And, you know, we had a good time. And Isaac wouldn't stop bugging me about, you know, business stuff, you know, and podcast stuff, you know. He's awful. He's just an awful
I told
friend.
him not to think of it as work.
That's right. But anyway, it's been a really
It's like,
good vacation.
hey, remember that thing that you love to do, but you're out of state right now? I have a question about it. So don't be a dick when you answer. Thanks, though. Click. Do not bother Jordan when he's on vacation.
Yes, please
because I don't know. He thinks that's like that means he's allowed to be like a bad friend.
No, it just means
anything?
that I'm on vacation. I am not there with you right now. That means I am doing things, and you should leave me alone. That's what it means. Anyways, it's a little bit of loaded words saying I love to do it, but you know.
Wow.
I enjoy doing the podcast. I enjoy doing this. Would not say I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
You're breaking hearts here.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. Wouldn't be my first time. Let's see. I got back from Wisconsin on Tuesday, yesterday, and you know, yeah, that's kind of actually about it. Isaac, what's it been like without me for like a whole month?
Amazing.
Awesome.
Except for when I need to ask you something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're kind of a dick from 800 miles away.
Yeah, just don't ask me something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that, but like,
Yeah.
you did it to yourself.
I did it to myself.
Yeah.
You should stop talking. I'll
What do you
finish
mean?
this podcast. Let's see. Is that everything?
Yeah.
All right. What's the question for this episode, Jordan?
I have no idea. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing.
You
I'm
were
sorry.
talking for like 30 minutes. You got nothing?
I got nothing. You talked for 30 minutes as well, dog.
It's actually been
It's only been about 20 minutes.
a while. Let's see. What is your favorite state to travel to?
Nice.
Boom. Put it in the marks. We got you next time on Too Many Words podcast. But let's do some traditional closers now.
I got an interesting one that could maybe be a little spin on that. It kind of
We'll find out next week.
kind of harbors off of what you experienced, what you mentioned earlier.
Rate us
with
5 stars.
Minnesota.
Go ahead. What?
Like, what's your favorite like flyover state, pass through state? A state that you enjoy going through but not stopping at. Not because you don't enjoy stopping at, but just because you never get the chance to. I don't know. The other one's fine. It was just a thought. Play off the Minnesota thing.
It's all good. I, for one, probably wouldn't find any interest in reading a bunch of Midwest names.
Okay.
But Yeah. You do you. You do you.
Iowa's was great.
What's your favorite state you don't give a damn about? Is that how you want me to say it?
Sure.
Okay. Rate us 5 stars wherever you're listening, or a more truthful rating if you want. But yeah, go on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts. Give us a rating, give us a review, because any rating and review helps with the algorithm. Say, hey, these people like this podcast. Maybe you will too. So that's something that is absolutely free for you to do that helps us out. You can also give us a like on Instagram and on Facebook. Especially subscribe to us on YouTube at Scaldstone Productions, where our episodes come out in video format absolutely every single week, plus a lot of really special other video projects that we do as well. You can find our socials. Every social that connects to us in some shape or form is found on the website, thescaldstone.com. But hey, where can we find you personally, Jordan?
TikTok. It's not just Jordan.
Yeah, you can find Jordan there. And you can find me in Grimes. Ask who or what do we want to make this podcast episode out to?
This podcast episode goes out to Robbie and Laura Lou. It's family that I don't get to see very often, but I love and appreciate you guys so much.
This podcast episode goes out to Charlie Harmon, because only friends who get other friends' surround sound systems deserve shout outs. So I'm not going to shout out any of my friends. I'm going to shout out Jordan's friend because he gets his friend cool stuff. So until people get me cool stuff, you ain't going to hear nothing about me saying your names there. Okay, I'm just saying.
I mean, I think some of your friends have gifted you the ability to make a movie, or at least helps you with it.
Jordan, you're ruining the joke.
Yes, that's my job.
I was gonna say this episode goes out to Bryce. He's been really good being a lead for this short film. I can't imagine at this point literally anybody else doing this for me. So yeah, man, appreciate you. Hey, Jordan.
What?
I know I've been really passive aggressive this episode.
Yeah, you're always that way, so it's fine.
So I apologize, and I hope that you can forgive me.
I do forgive you.
Thank you.
After every word that you say, I have to do a little prayer of forgiveness for you, because every word that comes out of your mouth pisses me the fuck off. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Yeah. A little bit of truth with that. Just kidding, but
A little bit of truth for both ends. All right, come on.
1, 2, 3, amen.
Amen on 3.
1, 2, 3,
Amen.